What's going on, guys? It's Tap Out Taz here, and I'm bringing you guys 3 tips that are guaranteed to help any beginner poker player's game out. All right, we're going to jump right into it. Here we go. First tip: free rolls are your friend. That's right, free rolls. You should be playing all the free rolls that your poker site has to offer. All right. As you can see here, I've made about $52 in free roll money in about 75 tournaments. Not so great, but nonetheless, it was free. Now, free rolls play a little bit differently than, let's say, a $10, $20, or $50 tournament. All right. You're going to have a lot of beginner players playing very loose, very maniac-like. Chips are going to be flying. I'd say it's not going to really play out like a real tournament until you get really right down to the money bubble line. All right, when people understand that they actually now have a shot at actually winning some of the money. Why do I think tournaments, especially free roll tournaments, are your friend? Okay, because these are the places that you should be going to try out all the strategies that you've learned, whether it's from reading or watching videos. Try out what you've learned, practice it here, and I guarantee you, not only should you win some money as you get better, but you're going to develop as a poker player. Remember, free rolls are your friend. All right? And that's going to bring me right into tip number 2. Invest in a poker HUD. Now, not everybody when they first start poker understands or knows what a HUD is. And I was one of those people when I started back in 2011. I had no clue what a HUD is. And seeing a HUD for the first time is extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Extremely difficult for me to understand how this was going to help my poker game, right? It's intimidating. You see all these stats up here. These little boxes are your HUD, okay? They display stats that track your opponent's play and your own play for that matter, all right? Don't worry yourself too much about what the HUD stats mean in the beginning, but they are going to be an invaluable tool for you down the road. Some of the basic things that you're definitely going to get a lot of use out of are the hands that you've played, the amount of big blinds, your VPIP or voluntary put money in pot, your pre-flop raise, and things like C-bet, fold to C-bet. So not only can you do that, but you can also launch your equity calculations straight from your HUD. You can change your chips to big blinds. You can do a whole lot of things. You can replay your hand. All right. So this is an invaluable tool. You can track how you've been playing, see what games you've been winning money at. A HUD is something you definitely want to invest in. So we're going to jump right into tip number 3 now, guys. Tip number 3 is tag the other players. All right. So what I mean by that is most poker clients are going to have a way for you to tag the other players at the table, right? I have a little tagging system right here for my PokerStars account. I tag them based on how they play, whether they're a short stacker, they're a rock, they're a shark, they're a fish, they're a calling station, they bluff a lot, they're a shark. I have a color that I tag them in. All right, and as you can see, let's see if I can try to find you a good example of that right here. Let's say I'm playing a cash game, right? Let me see if I can find one of my tags. If not, so right here, I have this guy right here. See that little orange? That means he's a reg. So I'll be able to see what table certain tags are at. And I can find the best table that is probably going to suit my game. All right. You don't want to play with a table full of all regs. So if I see this table filled with 3, 4, 5 regs, I'm not going to sit at that table. Or if I see a sit and go filled with a whole bunch of orange tags, I'm not going to go there. So definitely you want to tag your players. You want to know who's at your table, what they're capable of, and how they play. And guys, that's going to wrap up my brief tutorial of 3 tips that are going to make any beginning poker player more money at the table. Thanks, and stay tuned for more tips.